YouTube, what is going on? This is Travis from Chasing Anthems coming at you guys with another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out the living legend Ringo Starr. Now, I'm going to just be honest here. I feel like I have been guilty of possibly downgrading the contribution that Ringo gave to the Beatles as well as music as a whole. I think it boils down to when you're in a band with legends like John, Paul, George, there is just so much alpha, skills involved that his contribution may have been downplayed over time. And I'll admit it, I may have felt that way. I stumbled across this video called World's Great Drummers Salute Ringo Starr, and I found it really intriguing. I found a lot of the points that they were making and how they were influenced by Ringo into their own style and skills. I found it very fascinating and inspiring, and it made me really think of maybe Ringo have gotten a bad rap over the year and we got it wrong. But anyways, I want to know what you guys think, those who are fans of Ringo, those who are followers of this channel. I want to hear your feedback. Let me know what you guys think. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hit the bell to be notified of future videos, like, comment, share, do all that kind of good stuff, and then go check out Chasing Anthems originals. So if you got links in the description box below. With that being said, let's roll the clip.
That's pretty.
That's cool.
It's such an iconic drum set.
4 drums. That's all Ringo Starr needed.
The most timeless drummers are the ones that are the most simple.
Define the best drummer in the world. Is it someone that's technically proficient, or is it someone that sits in the song with their own feel?
What do you guys think? What do you think is the greatest drummer? I know we get a lot of Rush love on this channel. I actually like Chad Smith. He's one of my favorite drummers. I like all these drummers, to be honest with you. But what really defines quote-unquote greatness? I don't know. I think that's up to the beholder, the listener, to determine what do they connect with? What's their style? What's their vibe? What are they into? Fast, slow, technical, pocket? I think there is no right or wrong answer. It's subjective.
Ringo was the king of feel.
He's a song drummer. Guys that sit down and they hear the song and then they play appropriately for that song.
He actually used his kit in a very different way, a very creative way.
But for example, on Ticket to Ride, he said, well, I've got something different. Really cool, very innovative.
His fills are really fun and quirky to play. His left-handed, he'll come through like that. I've seen him do it, and it's like, okay.
But he would lead with...
So interesting point here. So I'm curious, and fact check me, those of you guys are fans with Ringo, leading with the left hand versus the right, but playing on a right-handed kit. I personally actually do this, believe this or not, because I'm left-handed, and more often than not, 99% of drummers are playing a right-handed kit. So it's really painful to have to reconstruct a whole kit. So I have learned to adapt to play open, lead with my left as I'm doing rolls, just out of adaptation, I guess you'd say. So I'd be curious if Ringo was actually left-handed and not right-handed, and just, for whatever reason, it was out of convenience, played a right-handed kit. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious. Interesting.
left hand, which most right-handed drummers, when you go around the drums, you lead with your right hand. And there is a different sound to it, a different feel to it.
If a producer says to you,
give me Ringo, what would Ringo do?
It's a Ringo swing. The way he kind of washes the windshield on the hi-hats, man. I mean, it's a fucking Ringo thing. It's like a style of music.
It's that sloppy, swampy falling down the stairs kind of sound. It is the coolest thing ever.
Big contribution of Ringo was that he used his tom-toms as part of the composition.
He really had a knack for coming up with really interesting musical parts that became rhythmic hooks.
I find this really fascinating here because this is, I think, what a band's dream is, to have a drummer that is thinking more in depth than what's the rhythm, what's the time signature, and how do I just kind of fit in. This is a drummer who Ringo has said, no, I'm going to write my signature, my DNA into this song so that I also am contributing. And that's one of those things I was saying in the beginning that I don't think I realize or put as much value on looking forward now as a band who, is constantly looking for drummers to record and to contribute, is we're looking for someone to take a song that, myself and Richard, we've created vision for it and we're starting to construct it, but that someone else is also going to say, hey man, I hear how I can add or enhance with the tools that I'm bringing and make it my own. And then being that consistent so that every time you play a live performance that that one part that the drummer has etched in there will be there and is going to be a signature point, and we're all going to feed off that. We're waiting for that drum hook, that fill to then lead us to the next direction. It's feel, and it's part of this living organism of we call music, live music specifically, that excites us. And so when you have a drummer who actually is that intuitive, it makes a whole world of difference.
And just, honestly, if you're a drummer and you can do this and have people dancing, you're a fucking badass.
Not really sure what that's supposed to mean, but
He has the magic touch.
I wouldn't be a drummer without Ringo. That is the DNA of pretty much everything I do.
You hear his drumming and you know exactly who it is.
There are millions upon millions of us out there who not only were influenced, but wanted to be Ringo Starr.
Ringo was the coolest one.
boom, there you have it. Ringo Starr. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think was left out from the, granted, this is a 3-minute segment, so it's not, I'm sure there was a lot on the cutting room floor, but I'd be curious what you think as far as what was the essence that made Ringo, and still to this day, the guy's still playing, still recording, still doing his thing. I'd be curious to know what you guys think. Hey, with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you guys are new to the channel, you know what to do. Please consider subscribing, hit the bell to be notified of future videos. Like, comment, share, do all that kind of good stuff. And go check out original stuff. You got links in the description box below. I will check you in the next one. Peace.